Today, I want to talk about something that I just hate, and that is the word dead names. I understand the purpose of dead names, but let me just put it to you from a boomer's perspective. So, your parents are young, they meet, they fall in love, they make the decision to have a baby. Now, that's how it's supposed to go, but of course, it could go in any order. You could meet, have a baby, fall in love. It could go anyway. But in any event, there's two people with a baby on the way. And if they're lucky, they've decided that they're going to stay together or they're already married or whatever's best for the kid. But, anyways, so this baby is born. It's like probably the first big decision in their entire life. This new life is coming. Following tradition for probably thousands of years, um, they start thinking of a baby name, right? They don't know who this baby's going to be. They might not even know boy or girl. Back, when I was younger, people didn't find out bam, bam like that. But in any event, nowadays you can find out if it's a boy or girl. So, you can think about girl names, you can think about boy names, but it's a huge decision. I remember going through it with my children, and it was uh, hundreds and hundreds of names we plodded through trying to find the right name. Now, mind you, this is all based on traditional whatever. It's what we were raised, boys and girls. There's boys' names, there's girls' names. There's not an in between name. Maybe that's what we need is in between names or something. But in any event, well, that'd be a great name. That'd be something to call it, in between names. In any event, they make the decision to name you, and your name could be Jill or it could be Bob or it could be whatever. But they felt it was the very best name for you, thinking it might help guide you. Maybe it's a family name. Who knows, you know? But there was a lot of thought put into it. Now, as you grew up, now I understand trauma, and some people have a lot of trauma in their life, but not everybody has trauma. You know, as you grow up and you decide that you have the need, see, I'm tiptoeing around that. See, you have the need for another name. Well, I get it. You want a new identity. You want to come out as this new person, and that's cool. But your parents who didn't traumatize you gave you this wonderful name, and now they're forced to hear it being called a dead name. I just don't think that's very right. And I see some kid coming up to their parents and going, "That's not my name, that's my dead name." I mean, how's that going to sound to your parents? You want your parents to be accepting, and everything about it or everything about dead names to a parent is a conflict, right? And now I get it, like if you were abused and you want to disown your whole family. But in the event, why did we have to pick such a negative connotation for you to tell your parents? you know and who knows, you come out to your parents, and your parents are super supportive, and they're like all in on calling you, whatever new name it is, and that's great. Yet you still refer to that old name as a dead name. And think about all the good memories, if you weren't, of course, traumatized. Think about all the good memories that are attached to that name. So I get wanting a new identity. And heck, as soon as you turn, old enough, 18 or whatever, you can change your name legally. You can be whoever you want to be. Um, but couldn't you at least give your parents the common courtesy of not referring to the name that they agonized over to uh, that they agonized over? Uh, Call it. Why would you call it a dead name? It's just give them the common courtesy of allowing them to say your old name or the name you had before or whatever the name was I came up in the beginning of this video. But why don't you try that instead? And it might not sound as adversarial. Um, And that's really all I have to say about that. I'd be interested to see how anybody else feels about it, um, and see what your view is on the term dead name. All right. Well, thank you. And thank you. If you made it to the end of the video and you listened to me ramble on, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to be an influencer. I've got 16 followers, and I'm hoping you're going to be number 17. Have a great day.